Hi, I'm Niall from Gulfstream Boat Sales. This is a 2021 Highfield Sport 420 rib, 4.2 meters or 14 foot long. It's powered by a Honda 50 horsepower 4-stroke outboard. There's only 54 hours on the clock. It has only ever been used in fresh water and it's in like new condition. This is a fantastic rib to serve as a tender to your larger cruiser or as a standalone family sports boat. I'm going to walk you around it now, show you the condition it's in, show you all the features inside it. This is a high spec example and hopefully help you to figure out whether this might be the right boat for you. So Highfield build a really high quality boat, and the main thing that sets them apart from the competition is the aluminium hull. So this is a fully aluminium hull and console, and it is super durable. It's also very lightweight. The boat only weight on this is 390 kilos. So it's light enough to be carried on most davits behind most larger cruisers. It also means that the performance is great, even with 50 horsepower engine. It hops up on plane quickly. It'll run right up to about 35 miles an hour. There's a ski tow pole on it, so you can do a bit of water sports with it. And it is durable enough to fire it up on a beach. You don't have to worry about bumping off the bottom. It's got a keel guard as well as the aluminium hull, and it is a super solid little boat. This one is finished in the sort of, is it like grey and charcoal tubes. It's got the grey and orange quilted Silvertex upholstery in the interior, and it has black and grey EVA foam decking as well. So a really smart looking little package. Comes complete with this roller coaster trailer that you see it sitting on here. And the whole boat and trailer has only ever been used in fresh water. It has served as a tender to a larger cruiser on the inland waterways here. So never been in salt water. So it's an absolutely immaculate condition. We get heavy duty tubes with a big rub rail around them. They're seam welded, so everything's, all the seams are fully sealed and welded, and the condition's fantastic. You've got your Highfield grab handles, 2 on either side. You've got these little grab handles on the top as well. The hull bottom has never been anti-fouled because it's been in fresh water, and it's sort of been launched and recovered, this thing as well, so it's never been anti-fouled, which is good. You've got these heavy duty towing eyes welded into the hull on both the port and starboard side. So what that means is you can hook up a towing bridle. So if you want to tow it behind your cruiser, you can tow off those points. They're super strong points for towing from. There are also lifting eyes in the boat as well, so you can lift it onto davits. But the hull bottom is in perfect condition. You can see all the joins where the tubes are joined onto the hull are all perfect as well, on both port and starboard side, all the way back there. There's no areas where it's lifting or anything. It's all in great condition. The boat is 13 foot 11 inches long, so just a shade under 14 foot long, and it's just over, I think it's almost 7 foot wide, 6 foot 9 inches wide, I think, with the tubes inflated. So that's the full beam, 6 foot 9. It's rated to carry up to 8 passengers plus gear, so huge person capacity. And it's got a really nice layout, so it's got a full width bench seat aft, so it's easily going to accommodate 2 adults or maybe an adult and 2 kids behind this sleek helm console. You've then got, we've got the filler cushion in position here at the minute, so you can make this area up in the nice wee sun lounger. You've got the backrest on the front of the console and another little backrest up forward. But we can remove this cushion, and you've got a seat in front of the console and another seat up here. So, and you've obviously got big chunky tubes on it, so you can seat people on the tubes as well. So nice high prow up at the bow. You've got this little molded, this is a fiberglass molding here with the little tread step up here, flip out cleats, and it also houses the nav lights. But with that little prow and the natural angle of the bow, you're well protected from the elements whenever you're bombing along in this thing. This entire hull structure at the back end is all aluminium, fully welded. We've got these EVA foam pads on either side, so if you're hopping out of the water, you can step on those if you're climbing into the boat. Again, you've got these welded D-rings on the transom. The deck is self-bailing with these little non-return valves. So you've got one bailer, yeah. So the deck has that single bailer there, bails out this side. You've got your transducer then for your Garmin chart plotter on this side. You've got your steering cable coming out through the grommet there as well. So it's all really neat and tidy. This one has the optional ski pole, which is removable. Got the nice Highfield backrests with the Highfield logo laser cut into those. They're aluminium as well. And then this one's powered by this Honda 50 horsepower 4-stroke. It is swinging a 3-blade, 13 pitch prop. It's in perfect condition. The skeg's in perfect condition. The whole boat looks almost as good as, it does look like brand new. This wee engine has been serviced as well. The owner was telling me he's kept the servicing up to date. And if you look at that under the hood, it looks just like brand new. Again, this is the benefit of only ever seeing fresh water use. The wee thing looks absolutely immaculate, and that's going to give the boat a real good turn of speed as well. Because it's so light with the aluminium hull, it'll bounce up on plane in no time and run right up to 30-35 miles an hour. I haven't had a chance to get it on the water yet myself, but I'm looking forward to getting a spin out, and we will try our best to shoot a sea trial video to show you how this thing performs underway. All these joins where the tubes are all joined to the hull are all perfect as well, all the way around the end cones, all the overlaps. Again, everything's seam welded, and it all looks absolutely pristine and perfect. So I've got the sun pad cushion removed to show you the full deck layout. There's stacks of deck space there. That helm console sits quite neatly off to the starboard side, which gives you a really wide area here on the port side, so two people could move past each other there if needs be, which is fairly unusual on a boat of this size. Normally you're kind of tiptoeing around the console, but there's loads of internal volume in this. We do have the specs on the website that gives you the internal width as well as the overall beam and stuff like that, but there's a load of room in there. You've got little LED lights integrated. We'll switch them on now in a minute. You've got around the bottom of the console, you've got stereo speakers for the Fusion sound system. There's a really good electronics pack on this one. And you have your lifting eye here. So this is a stainless steel lifting eye there, and you have another two back here. So if you want to hang the boat on davits, those are the lifting points there. But we'll jump inside and show you around now. Just want to show you this filler cushion. So that's the sun pad cushion, and then look at this aluminium foot for that as well. Like, this is all seriously well made. Little quick release pins to stop that folding over, so it's totally safe whenever it's sat in there. And then whenever you're storing it, you just pull the pins and fold that thing flat if you're storing it at home or whatever, or on the mothership. Okay, so power switched on, got the dash and things live. We've turned on the little courtesy lights. They are cool looking, and it also turns on the backlights and the speakers, so it's going to look really smart after dark, this little boat. When you step on board, the battery isolator switch is right here, so you don't have to go poking through lockers or anything, which is really good. You've got your little Honda key switch panel here and your little sort of warning light system there. We have Highfield steering wheel. Steering is super light on this here. Side mount throttle and shift lever here, little Honda throttle and shift lever, which is nice and easy to reach. Whenever I'm sitting leaning back in the seat, it's a really comfortable steering position. So the seat backrest comes up to a nice height, and you know, I'm not having to lean forward or stretch or anything. Steering wheel is right there, throttle and shift lever is right here. Everything is easy to see, easy to reach, and my line of sight is over the top of this little bar, but that screen's going to do enough to deflect the wind over your head. And if you sort of squeeze off to the side, there's room probably for somebody else to like tuck in behind the console if needs be. But this one's absolutely packed with specs. So it's got a little Garmin chart plotter and fish finder here. It's a little, what is it, 45 CV, so combination chart plotter and fish finder. So you get chart, sonar, all that sort of stuff. So little neat plotter on it. We've also got our Honda digital engine instrument showing current hours, 54.3 hours on that, which is good. And this will tell you things like fuel flow, information, liters per hour, all that type of stuff. So nice little Honda engine screen. You've got a Fusion sound system, which is full Bluetooth audio. Good sound system. And that's going to those 2 speakers in the console, and then you've got a Garmin VHF radio as well. Little Highfield switch panel, so you get your switches for your navigation lights, mirroring light, I don't know what that is actually, I don't think this, I'm not sure if it has that. Bilge pump, that's running, and the courtesy lights, those bios there, and then a couple of spare switches, auxiliary 1 and 2, so if you want to wire in anything else, you've got spare switches for that. Little carbon effect dash, and nice little PVC or acrylic screen as well on top. And yeah, great little helm console. And then the most surprising thing when you're in this boat is the amount of deck space, and particularly this space between the console and the tube on this side. There's loads of room to move around. You've got this upholstered cushion up forward. Let's see what's underneath this. So pop that off. They're pretty well secured, so they're not going to fall out. All EVA decking underneath that, so if you're running without the cushions, you've got safe footing for hopping over the bow. You've got your fuel filler there, which is neatly set up, and it also means that if you've got any spills, it'll drain straight overboard, which is good. And then this is the anchor locker, so if we can pop that open, pretty tight. It does help if you pull off the right side of the latch. So that's the anchor locker latch, and then you've got a good bit of space in there. There's your fuel hose and stuff running down in there, that deck drain. So you've room to pop a wee anchor and chain in there. That's the lifting eye we showed you earlier. These are pressure leaving valves on the tubes, so you can maintain the correct pressure in the tubes. And then this little locker lifts up as well, and that gives you access into your battery box. There's another bit of storage in there, so you could pop in lines and fenders and stuff in there if you wanted to. And then we have another big storage bin in the back end of the boat also. There's your deck scupper back there too. So you see there's stacks of deck space. This is your builder's plate, so category C rated for up to 8 passengers plus gear. PVC tubes on this one. There's your deck drain, and then all these wee screen covers, they could be popped in the console whenever you're underway. And then if we lift this lid here, we've got a bunch of gear stored in here actually. So you have the Highfield dry bag. I think this comes standard with all these Highfield boats. You get your pump, dock lines. We have a cover, an all-over boat cover there. We've got, that's a big locker, so it goes all the way back there. So you stack the storage space in there, a little ski rope and stuff. All this is all going with the boat. You have your, that is your little bung if you want to close off the deck drain. You can pop your bung in there. Let's just leave that in position. And we have an anchor light stored in there. That pops in. This is an outboard engine cover, so that completely covers the outboard as well. So you can cover up the boat and cover the outboard. And then that's a big chunky pre-filter, fuel pre-filter, that filters the fuel before it gets to the engine as well. So as you can see, it's all full aluminium construction as well, stainless steel strut holding that open. And everything's there. It's like as if you were buying this boat, knew that you would get all this stuff with it. So it's all there, totally complete and ready to go. So just a great little package, very easy to use, very easy to own, super easy to maintain. And whether you're looking for something to just bomb around with as like a standalone family sports boat that you can easily launch and recover off that roller coaster trailer, or if you want a boat that you can hook up and tow, either tow behind your cruiser or hang it on the davits and serve as a nice luxury tender, this little Sport 420 can kind of do it all. There you go, that's the 2021 Highfield Sport 420 rib with the Honda 50 horsepower outboard. This is a great little package, comes complete with the trailer, has the overall cover, has the outboard cover, has the Garmin chart plotter, the VHF radio, the Fusion sound system, and the Honda digital engine instrument with the EVA decking, the ski tow pole. It's totally ready to go, whether you're looking for a standalone family sports boat or a high-end tender to your cruiser. If you're keen to do a deal, if you want to come and have a look at the boat, you're more than welcome. If you have any questions about it, if you want to discuss logistics of getting it delivered to your home or marina, please don't hesitate to get in touch. The best way to do that is by calling us on the number at the top of the website. You can also fill out the callback request form on this page of our site, and I'll contact you at a time that's convenient. This boat is currently very seriously for sale. We can look at a part exchange. We can help you out with logistics of transporting it home. If you are willing to do a deal quickly, this is the end of the season. We appreciate that it's not an ideal time for little boats like this to sell. Normally these boats kind of sell over the into the sort of spring of the year. But if you're keen to do a deal now, the owner is willing to listen to offers, so there could be quite a good deal to be done if you're keen on this boat this month, October or November of 2025. So if you're thinking about something like this, you want to get a good boat, this is like brand new, for a great price, please don't hesitate to give us a shout. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video.